Hello, back at it again with this old unit. We're going to be working on it a little bit today. We've got quite a few things to do. Finish off the oil change, put some new tranny fluid into it, mess around with the ride height, do alignment on it, get the battery tie down put in, get the fire extinguisher mounted in, put a different seat, do some more tires, get the wideband mounted up in there, maybe give it a wash, get rid of all that ugly grossness, give it a bolt check, make sure everything's actually still tight, because I know I have to at least do some fender bolts, because the fenders aren't actually like bolted on. They're just kind of hanging out here. Who needs bolts, right? And same with the headlights. What's there? Put some new wiper blades in it, because the ones on there are pretty torn up. Maybe polish the headlamps. Might not be a too bad idea. They're pretty hazy, especially this one over here. Try to find some more diffs on our shelf, and if they need to be weld a couple up. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've already drained all the fluids out last night before I left. Got some new fluid for the tranny, need some oil, we got the wiper blades. We got the battery tie down, the wideband gauge for it, and now we got the fire extinguisher. A little oil additive because when I did drain the oil, it didn't look great. It was definitely a little bit shiny, a little bit silvery. I've got the oil filter here. I might cut it open. I might not, just so that I can live in, ignorance is bliss, as they say, right? If you don't know, you don't know. But we're still gonna go out and drift it and see what happens. If it blows up, well, again, oh well. Here's that other Sparko that's gonna be going in there. We got the seat rail for it. Yeah, you can see it's a little rubbed up, but not too bad. Get all this grossness off the windshield and body and stuff like that. Tape up the window a little bit more, because this got fucking broken when it was sitting there for so long, and buddy boy with the whippersnipper was just digging into the rocks and shooting rocks out, and it just fucking shattered it. So right now it's duct taped. The inside still got tint on it, so I'm gonna fucking put a bunch of Gorilla Tape all over it to try to hold it in place until I can figure out a different window for it. I'm gonna go on the inside and on the outside. So about a couple rolls of that for that, and see what we can do. Probably clean up the back a little bit more, because again, like all this rail yard fallout shit's just rank on the paint and windows, makes it all hazy. But I've got some special cleaner for that, and we'll get that done. We got some more tires over there to do, because these ones were a little bit thicker than I thought they were going to be, so went down a little bit of size. Should be all right. We'll get her done. Have you into this guy? Does this stuff work really well? No. What I do know is I'm going to give it at least a fighting chance. About that much into it. And the rest will go in the tranny, because, well, that also was making, when I drained its fluid, it didn't look that great either. A little bit of a chunk on it, so hopefully the transmission also lasts through that event. So we'll see what happens. A little bit into that guy. Some oil in there. A little bit more. Basically at the line. I haven't gone through the oil filter yet, so we'll add a little bit more. At this point it takes about, I don't know, half of one of these bottles, so how much we put of Lucas in there, you do like a quarter bottle. So when we fire it up. And then check the level. Should be good. Or it's close. And honestly, a little bit more is not going to be too hurtful for this motor, considering it's probably going to be burning a bit of it anyways. Okay, that's a decent level. Let you know for now. Ooh. Stuff sure is stringy. Maybe that'll make the bearings last a little bit longer. Alright, let's finish off this oil change. Quick start up. My engine light's on. Neil's coming by today to clear off some codes. I guess for like one's for the rear O2, one's for like fuel tank pressure and temperature things that like this car doesn't have, which was never hooked up because they don't have those sensors in this vehicle, but it was in like the WX. So he said it might be like he was pretty sure he turned off those codes, but you know, I don't know, we'll see what's up. Maybe it's a glitch or something like that. Maybe something happened. That's good enough. All right, let's check the oil. All right, I'll check this oil level. Make sure it's still good. So we might gotta add maybe a liter, half a liter, maybe 3/4. That much. Get closer. Just a dab more. Just a touch more. Oh, fuck it. That little touch was basically the empty of the bottle, so that's what it gets. Get back on. Cool. Right, that guy off. So oil change is done. Alright, now we can put the fill in the tray. It actually started going down. Oh, and bottle. Going on a 2 bottle. Out of there. Alright, where are we at? Oh, look at that. Just perfect. Right on the full mark. That's the perfect amount. That never happens. Guess I dumped just the right amount of Lucas in there. Nice. Alright, now we can mark this one off the list too. That's all done. Move on to the next thing. I might do the tires next. Get those all sorted out. Alright, got our wheels all done. Tires are all stacked up, ready to go back on. Mark that off the list here in a second. I'm going to decide to put the Sparkos on the front, and then I'm going to run the Borbets on rears. So they got all the 205 50s. Tires done. Alright, so I think next I want to do should probably do the ride height first, get that sorted, and then move on to alignment. We got 4 things off the list already, so we'll work on that. Oh yeah, upper rad mounts were done last night as well. I ended up finding a couple little things to work. I guess these are actually the old mounts that Jesse had made for him. I found them in the back of the car. Nothing special, but keep the rad from moving around. So we'll move on to the next thing. So I'm gonna go in here and loosen these off, spin them down a bit. One's on it. Better ride height. Might settle down some more. That should do good. We'll do alignment next and start knocking off some more things. Well, I'll go back on now. Ride height. Done. Oh yeah, while we were doing it, we did the bolt check as well. So we're good there. A couple more things off the list and we're just making progress. Woo! So now it's time to do an alignment on this thing. Get the heads all mounted on here and see what, get this thing all figured out. The ride height's a little bit nicer now. A little bit more even. Should do the trick. Alrighty, so we got this thing all lined up. He's doing a little bit nicer. Oh, get that little CRT screen. So here's the front. We got the camber around the -1 degree. That's as much as I can run without the toe being super fucked. Because I need shorter tie rods, I guess, because right now they're pretty well pulled in as much as they can be, at least on the left side here. And that's still out a bit, but where I want it to be. I want about 0.3 total toe. And here's the rear camber. We're just having them kind of slotted into place. I had to pry this one out a bit because it was at like -3.5-ish, just to bring it to kind of match that side. As much as I could do on the toe on this side. Kind of get close to there. Have a little bit of positive toe in the rear for a little bit. Well, close to 0.2. I'm pretty happy with it. So now we're gonna get the heads all off of the car and alignment's done. We can we're gonna go mark that off on the list now. Alignment. Knock that off. Cool. But yeah, I think we've done pretty good for today. Alright, so next on the list is we're gonna get this seat out of here. We're gonna put the Sparko in. Get the seat bracket all mounted up to it, but I gotta pull that one out first so I can take the belt buckle off of this one and transfer it to the new seat bracket, and then I can get that all mounted up. Sitting up in here, felt pretty all right. Front seat rail, it fits. You need some a little bit of convincing, leaning on it and stuff like that, but it looks like it'll do the job. Nice and comfy. That's just like a slight bit lower, but that's just the way she is. All right, let me mark that off on the list too. Sparko seat. On to the next thing. Next on the list that we're going to do, well, we got the battery tie down just done. I forgot to film any of that, but we're going to put some bolts in these fenders and in the headlights, get that all secured down, and another thing crossed off the list. And fenders are all bolted back on. The thing's just real good progress on this thing. Just some of the more basic things like giving it a clean, putting some wiper blades, get that fire extinguisher mounted in there, do the wideband. Nothing too crazy anymore. All the bulk of the major things are done. Just gotta make it look still a bit nicer, but I think this will be enough for today. Come in tomorrow, mess around with some stuff. Did a good couple things today. We're good. Day 2 done. Just finished washing this thing up. Got it all clean today. The old fallout treatment. The paint's still pretty rough, but at least it's I can see through the windows again, so that's a nice bonus. So that should be good. And we found a diff for it that we can use as a spare. Gonna weld up this one. This one says it's a 3/9, so that'll be perfect for what we need. Got oil here. We're gonna give it some weld, get it all sealed up, got it all cleaned out already, and heat it with the torch a bit to burn out some of the extra oil. So get going on that. At least we have a spare, and pretty much that's all that's left on the list that I really truly care to get done, honestly. Other than there's like the window still to kind of do, but the whole list is pretty well empty. We got the wiper blades on there after we washed it. I don't know if I'm going to put the wideband in it or not. You know, sometimes ignorance is bliss, right? So we're going to get this one diff welded up, do that Gorilla tape, and I think that might be it. We might actually go and put the car in the trailer, get it all loaded up for next weekend. So I think we did pretty good. But yeah, let's go weld this down. We're getting pretty close to having this thing all welded up. Just a few more spots to go into one gear. And of course, we're in our wire. Fuck. Well, I guess we'll finish this step up either tomorrow or the next day, and we get another roll of wire. Yeah, well, that's enough for today, I suppose. Well, I guess we'll finish off one more thing on the other unit, but that's all she wrote for welding. Frick. So close too, and I got that little stud to pull out one of the broken bolts. Guess we got some of these guys to weld those, but that's all she wrote for today. Next is let's go get the car put in the trailer. So we're gonna hook up the dually to the trailer and move it out, ready to load the car into it. Come on, grid heater. There we go. Old grid heater. So now we'll get her all strapped down and should be good to go. All strapped down. Good to go. Back it up and we'll load some wheels in here and should be good to go. Bring it on by. That's really about it. Lock this up. And then later we'll grab some axles and finish off that diff. We're good to go. Tow rig is all ready to go. Look at this. Kind of over a bit. This is a 92 Dodge D350. The old Cummins in it. Bought it a couple of years ago. You all find one. This thing. Took it to DC this past summer. Hauling my camper behind on it. Did a little bit of hauling with some of my buddy's cars in this trailer. It does pretty well. Pretty happy with it. And this trailer, I set up a little while ago. It's a little, got some rough shape, but like it's fucking 28 foot. V-nose and slant, so it's nice and stable. Great size. It's never used really beforehand. It's used for a little bit of storage, and then I picked it up now and I'm gonna use it to haul my cars around. But no, I'm excited. We'll park this thing up until next weekend, and we'll go do some drifting a week at a time. Thanks for checking it out. See y'all on the flip side.